Following a preliminary blog post on March 21 asking CJ and YMC to apologize, Yuk Ji Dam followed up with various short posts and comments. See also, CJ and YMC respond to Yuk Ji Dam's post and request for apology. Then on March 25, she opened up with a long blog post about her past struggles and also apologized for causing harm to celebrities. Soompi. Display, News. English .300x250, BTF Soompi. Mobile. English .300x250, ATF. Read her post below. Hello. This is Yuk Ji Dam. I signed an artist contract on December 31, 2014 when Unpretty Rap Star 1 started in the hip-hop industry. Although I was on an artist contract, I filmed without the support of a manager, hair and makeup, and even one of those common CJ practice rooms. I was told they would let me release an album when it ended, so I endured the difficult filming and waited. However, after it ended, they only obsessed over performances at events and all sorts of featuring in tracks, and I also went to events with my father to perform. Afterwards, I did get a road manager, but it wasn't long before I learned the truth. Hyes, Trudy, Ashby, and Casper, who signed contracts for Unpretty Rap Star 2 in advance, got 2 managers, and the procedures of getting practice rooms, studios, and even permission to get my hair dyed were so difficult. However, I didn't give up and worked hard on making music at home. After creating tracks, I brought the recordings to the director, who only said, "It's still not enough," and "It's lacking." During that time, the broadcasting department MNET was very busy with Unpretty Rap Star 2 filming. I was just left deserted, but I was personally able to get in contact with my role model Hyuna and feature in her song. However, even that valuable stage, I was unable to perform with Hyuna due to communication issues with my former manager. Because I am young, I endured again and again, and plans for a collaboration album with Starship fell through due to the company's internal problems. Meanwhile, MNET, which was producing Unpretty Rap Star 3, gave me a sweet offer. "Since you have been forgotten a lot by the public, if you go on for the last time, we will give you the albums, music videos, everything that you want." They were saying that they would let me go from the company if the promise wasn't kept. However, that promise wasn't kept, of course. The day before the first episode of Unpretty Rap Star 3, I was called to the headquarters of CJE. So it was difficult to get rid of the edited version and make you look good. I thought a company wouldn't kill their own family. On the day of the first broadcast, the Unpretty Rap Star 3 contestants gathered at my home in celebration, and while watching, they asked me, "Aren't you CJ? How could they edit it like this?" After everyone went home, I cried a lot alone. However, the director didn't answer the phone at that time. The next day, I was having such a tough time that I was going to run away somewhere, but I received a call that said, "We won't ever edit like that again." Sorry, but in the end, the editing continued the same way. Unpretty Rap Star 3 feed ended, but rather than my album plans, CJ was in a hurry to push Hyes. They ignored my tracks, and no matter how much I sent them songs through email, I was just told to wait. Afterwards, the director went on a trip to the United States and was unable to be contacted for a month. As I felt that I was so wronged, I called Hyes and complained. In the phone call, she said, "I know you have waited for a long time. I also have lots of problems with the company regarding payments. I filmed the music video for Star, but want to leave the company and release it. You should go to the company first and meet the company head." She put me at ease, saying that if I go, she'll also go the next day and told me not to worry. As soon as I woke up the next day, I took a taxi and arrived at the Sangam headquarters at about 9 a.m. The head did not want to meet me, but I waited in front of his door, and eventually, we talked for about an hour. However, the conclusion was, "Now that I've heard your story, I also have to hear the director's. I will contact you after." However, I was not contacted by Hyes, the head, or anyone. My young self became rumored as a weird kid among CJ and the industry. I even met a lawyer alone and tried getting consulted, but the conclusion was just, "It's difficult to win against a large company." I eventually fell to depression. For about 6 months from January through late June of 2017, I only stayed at home and cut off contact with everyone. In late June of 2017,